right, so stick is not too bad. Actually, once you kind of figure it out... Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that was it? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and today we're hopping into a WiiWare game that was once described as a very strange and unique game. It's MaBoShi's 3-game arcade. Just says MaBoShi's arcade here, but we're going to go ahead and hop in here, if I can use my arm here to control the controller, because we use as motion controls. So this is kind of a solo, kind of a 3-player cooperative kind of game. It has been described as a very unique and very unusual game, as I've already said. The Japanese title, by the way, is Kachi no Game Maru Bo Shikaku, which actually makes sense why it's called MaBoShi, because it's Maru Bo Shikaku. It's the first syllable of each of those words. And that translates, by the way, from Japanese into game of shapes, circle, bar, or square. So actually, MaBoShi's 3-game arcade is not that far off from the Japanese title. It's actually like, usually I kind of, for like older video games that were released in Japan like in the 80s and then translated to America, like the names were totally changed during the localization. Here the name is changed, but it's like it kind of makes sense where the Japanese name was coming from. So you got to give them credit. This is one of the closest, oddly, translations of video games I've ever seen. They got some of the Japanese title in there, but they also have the 3-game arcade. I don't know, it kind of makes sense. So anyway, this game is the legendary story of a circle, a bar, and a square who are locked in a never-ending battle of Mortal Kombat. Create a new save file from MaBoShi's arcade. Is this okay? Yes, it is. Oh, it's motion, isn't it? Like, why does this have to be motion controlled? I feel like sometimes the Wii just does motion just cause. Like, that did not have to be motion controlled. Come on. Come on. In MaBoShi's arcade. I'm going to keep saying it that way because, I don't know, it feels like the first syllable of 3 different words here. In MaBoShi's arcade, you can play 3 different games based on the shapes of a circle, a stick, or a square. And all you need is one button. Collect points to try for a high score and see if you can reach 1,000,000 points. Yeah, this is kind of an interesting game because there's 3 mini games, obviously, based on a circle, a bar, and a square. It's kind of a casual game, but the goal is kind of to reach 1,000,000 points. It's like, Jesus, that is like a hardcore casual game. So whatever, we're going to go ahead and say yes, and we are going to go ahead and indulge here. To start a game, use A plus B. To grab the Mii, then drag it into the game window. Okay, hold on. Where's my controller here? So we can like... Wait, which of these is me, though? Guest, and also guest. Maybe I don't have any Miis on this. All right, well, what do you guys think? Let's be blue, I guess. Or actually, no, my color is red. Let's start over here. We're going to go ahead and be the red peg. We are player Peggy, color red. Guest players' records are not saved. Blah, blah, blah. We will play... Actually, you know what? Hold on. If we can be anyone we want, if we can play any game we want, let's always be in the middle. It'll be easier for you guys to watch. Let's start with the circle. And I don't need instructions. Watch the tutorial and learn how to play. Okay, fine. And the song that's playing is Circle Activities. I wonder who composed that song. So the circle rotates continuously. Press A to change the direction in which the circle rotates. That's basically it. I like this game. This game, literally, there's 3 mini games and they're all just controlled with a single button. It would sound as if this was the worst game ever, but apparently it's actually not bad. The developers of this got the inspiration to create this game based on their work that they did on pinball, which is kind of cool, actually, because, like, pinball is, by some respects, very simple compared to most other video games, but it is something that people like really enjoy. There's just something about like watching these like balls kind of rotate around the world that makes them interesting. All right, so we gotta like kill these. Interesting. I'm not doing anything, by the way. Get them! Okay, so all you have to do is press a button to control like when your ball turns around. This is a pretty good strategy. Just stick around the outside. All right, we killed them. So there's going to be like enemies, and we got to kill all the enemies. This would be like, I feel like this is going to be an easy game for us to play and chat at the same time. I make no claims about being good at MaBoShi's arcade here. I obviously have Never played this game before. Oh, you like that? That was a double. Oh, never played it before, but I know what I'm doing. Man, I'm dominating. This simple Japanese folk game of balls spinning around is nothing compared to the beast that is Jay. I've cut my teeth on hotter games than this. I play games that use games hotter than this as mini games, let alone the object of the game itself. Now let's get some momentum here. Oh, we overshot it. It's interesting because like I don't quite know how I'm supposed to be going about killing these things, but there's like a fair amount. It's this odd feeling of like feeling like you're not in control, but feeling like there must be a way to control things. There we go. 100 times 2. Yeah, so this is the bulk of it. Now, I guess you can actually play with your Miis, so we didn't have to be like an anonymous, pink peg and like hide the fact that we're playing this game from all existence. We could have gone ahead and loaded up a Mii if we had one. I don't really have any Miis installed on this Wii. Okay, so I didn't really own a Wii back when it was like out. It's like I've only gotten a Wii honestly to like for this series, like since I've started making this series. So like I have barely really done too much on my Wii, and I don't really play it when I'm not making videos. So it's like that's why there's basically like no Miis or anything like that. Is just because I don't know, like I just don't have any Miis. And honestly, like even if I owned a Wii, I don't think I would really care about Wiis, or not Wiis, but Miis. I just feel like I'm not the kind of guy who like really cares to have like an avatar, but like some people do. Like the Xbox 360 even went ahead and did like a Nintendo-style avatar program after the Miis were a thing. But like it kind of feels like, I don't know, like I just don't really care about being in the video game. I don't know. You'll notice, by the way, the computers, by the way, are playing on the left and right panels there. So an interesting thing about this game is that the computer will actually play with you, and the things that happen on the computer side of the screen can interact with what's happening on your side of the screen. And here's kind of a cool feature. For this game, if you play as like a circle or a line or whatever, it records your gameplay, and then let's say that later on you want to play as one of the other shapes, you can go ahead and do that, and what will happen is you can load up a replay of yourself playing as the other shape. And so like let's say you have a really good game as circle, well you can go ahead and then play as line and use your replay of circle to play while you're playing line. If that if you guys follow that whole discussion, essentially you can play with a ghost of yourself, which is actually pretty cool. Like forget about playing with a Mii. I don't need to be in a video game, but playing with a ghost of myself, that kind of sounds like kind of a cool little feature. Oh, you're not going anywhere, green guys? They look like little light bulbs, but they're like little creatures that are trying to escape my like murderous ways. He's so terrified. He's like, oh God, he's killed my whole family. Now the evil spinning yellow and red ball's coming for me. Oh God, just stay in the center, Barry. Don't be a hero. Nobody has to die today. But of course he does have to die. We're coming for him. Come on, kill him. Him and his whole stinking family. So yeah, the ball game. I feel like we're getting the hang. It's cool that they put like little different sort of physics in the middle of the arena. Oh yeah, that was like a snipe. We like snuck past this line here, like snipe some of those blue light bulb creature thingies. They're like little mice or light bulbs. I don't know what they are. But yeah, it's interesting. With only one button, I kind of feel like I'm constantly like not fully in control, but I'm kind of in control. It's hard to describe. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really care about being in video games, except when you're actually in video games. So there was a TV show when I was a kid called Nickelodeon Arcade. I don't know if any of you guys watched it. It was a great game show. By the way, I loved video game shows when I was a kid. The next best thing to playing video games was watching game shows about them, which is funny because like nowadays like Let's Plays are an actual, I mean you guys are watching a Let's Play. You're basically doing what I used to love doing as a kid, which is going and finding some people on TV playing video games, talking about video games, and just watching it. So it's like, things only change sideways. We think Let's Plays are this new thing, but they've been around since video games have been around, like video game shows. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. There was, all I wanted to say there is that there was a really awesome Canadian video game show called Video and Arcade Top 10. And I used to fantasize about being a contestant on that show. I never was, sadly. But there was another show called Nickelodeon Arcade. And for Nickelodeon Arcade, oh man, this green guy's eluding me. Come on. We can't let the green guy win. There we go. We did not let him win. Wow, we're doing pretty good. Ooh, now the song is Square Zone. Who is writing this music? Anyway, in Nickelodeon Arcade, it was a video game competition show. And at the end of the competition, whoever kind of won would get taken backstage, and there they would get put into a video game. Literally, they would be in a video game. They would have to run around and collect power-ups and stuff like that, and the audience would be cheering for them, and if they got enough points, they would win some kind of prize. Now, they weren't actually in a video game. The way it worked is backstage was like a green screen, and so the kids were running around on like a green screen stage, and what was being projected for all the audience to watch were video games on top of that green screen. So it wasn't actual, you weren't literally in a video game. I don't know why you guys would think you could actually be put in a video game. The technology was not there in the 80s and 90s to actually digitize humans yet. I mean, we're still just dabbling with that technology these days. We have yet to perfect the DNA to pixel transformation. But anyway, long story short, that is the only circumstance I could think of where like I'd want to be in a video game. So it's like, I don't need an avatar. I'm cool without one. If people want them, whatever. I'm not going to judge anyone. I mean, you know, having a me would be kind of fun, but like I just don't care enough to actually bother doing it. So that's, long story short, that's my 10-minute explanation for why there are no Miis on this Wii. And so now you guys can sleep at night, because now you know all my secrets are laid bare. It's the TLDR is I just didn't feel like it. So I mean, I guess you could just, if that satisfies you, you don't need to listen to the like rest of the 10-minute description. But anyway, so I feel like we've been doing not bad. Oh, we just died. Oh no, I was literally gonna say let's just quit as Circle and try one of the other ones because we're doing too good, and then we actually died. That was not intentional, guys. I wasn't sucking just to try and make a better episode here. But now that we have died, let's go ahead and check out the wonderful world of Stick. See what Stick has to offer. The Bar None. Whoa, that's a play on words. They're getting creative with these song titles. I want to unlock the whole MaBoShi 3-shape arcade soundtrack. You know, like blips and bloops, and like, you know, the dance of the circle and the square, and like the lonely triangle, and you know, like the bar he couldn't reach and stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like there must be some hilariously named titles, and they're all like this weird Japanese like elevator music. Like this music is like so non-offensive, it could be a politician. Like it's crazy. I feel like that was like the most terrible joke I ever said, because sometimes politicians are offensive, but I just meant like it's trying to appeal to everyone. Like, I don't know. I wonder if you play this game enough if you find yourself like humming it. Oh, am I supposed to be doing something? Did I just die? Oh, okay. I wasn't even paying attention. I thought the computer was just showing me what was going on. Okay, so got it. So hold on. How do we go forward? Go. It's like go up. I'm like, how does that work? So hold on. When do I press go? Oh, it's the direction of this thing. Hold on. I'm so confused here. Okay, this one is a lot harder to control than the circles, but what? Game over? Game over. Hold on. The circle was like mind-numbingly easy. How does this... Okay, hold on. We actually do need to pay attention to the instructions here. Defeat the enemies in your way while moving up on the screen. The stick rotates constantly, protecting the vulnerable core. It will continue to rotate as long as A isn't being pressed. Press A and hold, and you just move in like a random direction, and use the stick's momentum to propel your core through the air. Whoa, this is trippy, man. Use a stick to defeat enemies and smash blocks. Man, the circle was so much easier than this. Are you serious? If an enemy block touches the core, your game will end. Enough of this. Start the practice. I have a feeling we're not going to get too far with the bar. And then we'll get to try see what Square has to offer. Okay. Boom, we're just clearing blocks left and right. Okay, now there's like a green. The slowest olive in the world is coming to kill us. Okay, here's another one. Try going a little faster, buddy. It's not gonna kill ya. But I might. That's what you call banter. That's like action hero level banter. Oh god, spin, stick, spin! Don't just not spin. Oh god, there's an olive right there. Okay, we can just build a little momentum. Oh, it's so painful. Go! Oh, we almost didn't even pass that. That was practice. Holy crap. Man, the circle has it easy, man. The life of a stick is hard. But it's not really a stick. It's a stick and a circle that have sort of formed an uneasy alliance here. Where, like, the circle is, like, completely vulnerable. Oh, my God. Completely vulnerable. And it's all about, you know, can the stick protect it? We're just going to sit here for a second and enjoy the fact that we're not dead. And get in there! Yes! Enemy point value! Alright, so stick is not too bad. Actually, once you kind of figure it out, it's not hard at all. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that was it? Oh, God. Okay. Well, let's just see what Square has to offer. I have a feeling we should give Stick one more shot, but I'm curious to see Square. Let's actually pay attention to Square Zone. What a pun. Okay, so how do squares work? I'm familiar with the concept of a square, but I've never seen it fight. So I'm gonna need some demo here, game. Use the control pad. What the heck? I thought this was a one-button game. Control pad? What is this? Follow the trail of fire? What? Squares live a bizarre existence. Okay. But why would I go right? Can I just go forward? As the fire expands, the square moves. Okay. I don't... What are you trying to do, though, Square? If any blocks that haven't burned completely touch the bottom of the screen, the game will end. Oh, whoa, this is weird. It's like Nibbles meets like Tetris meets like I don't even know what. Okay, so we can just like do this. So we're gonna like, oh, so like the fire's like a virus or something that you have, and your goal is to like infect everything with this fire as quickly as you can. Burn it all down. Some men just want to watch the world burn. Okay, so let's try and like kill some time here. Give the fire a chance to do its thing. We need some fire to catch up with us. We'll do this. This is fancy right here. Boom. And then we'll do this. Okay, so this is like totally... So the first two games are really physics games, right? Like you've got the circle, which is very physicsy. Then you've got the line, which is very physicsy, and then you have this, which has nothing to do with physics. This is like a thinking man's shape. Like the squares are like the academics of the shape community. Like they're slow and meticulous, but like if you really, you know, if you need to get out of a pickle, a square is going to be the one that you turn to, because a square is going to have all the answers. And we have squared our way into a corner. This is very problematic. We got to get over and burn this thing down. So can the lead square, the square that I am, can it burn? Because if so, we really got to watch how far away that fire is from us. But if we can't burn, we might be okay here. Huh, very interesting. I feel like I'm doing not bad on this one. This one I feel like is my kind of game. Watch out for bombs. Are they bad? I'm gonna assume they're bad because you told me to watch out for them. Not just like, watch out, they're awesome. They're probably like terrible. Alright, now Stick has joined us. Stick has joined his friend Square. Square and Stick together at last. Old compadres, adventuring just like olden times. All the stories that they could tell to one another. Uh-oh, I'm getting like cornered here. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm cornered! Oh, game over! Oh, I nibbled myself into a corner. Oh, years of nibbler did not do me well. Square is trapped. Forever trapped. He kind of, time only moves for him when he moves. What? Now the computer's playing Square? What the hell? That's just taunting me. That's not cool. Wait, now are there gonna be two squares? What the? There can be two squares? Huh. interesting. I don't know how this works. It's like parallel universes of squares. Okay, but I will take it. And I guess now the goal is to catch up to the other square player and dominate his score, because we cannot let that dude win. Okay, so we can get trapped. Pro tip, don't trap your square yourself because you're a dummy. Definitely make sure you don't kill yourself, because that is not good. Huh. So this is a very interesting set of games. And I say set because it really is not a single game. There really is 3 games here. Oh, what was that? Did good things happen or bad? Did the line help me or screw me? Oh no, it's a circle now. What happened to the line? I wasn't even paying attention. But yes, this is a very interesting set of games. And it has a very interesting sort of co-op setup to it, where it's like, it's technically single player, but you can play this with a friend. You can play it with 2 friends if you want. If you don't, then you just play by yourself. It kind of made me think, like, do you guys actually like playing co-op games? Or like, if the choice is between playing something single player or co-op, would you rather just play it single player, or would you rather play with a friend? I feel like I'm mixed on the topic. I think it depends on the game. Like, this is definitely a game you could play single player, but it also works just as well to play it with a friend. As you can imagine, like, instead of the computer playing over to left or right, it'd be like an actual person. Oh, we got ×2. Yeah. Okay. So we're not going to get trapped nibble style here. We're actually going to be smart about this. Uh-oh. I can't see what's in front of me. Oh, no! No! Square got trapped again! Square got trapped again. Oh, God. Okay, so you do not want to go to the top of the screen there. Square's trapped. We're not dying as Square, we're getting trapped. You can now download a Nintendo DS version of this game. What? I can? I just earned a DS version of the game? That's actually kind of awesome. I mean, I don't have a DS to download it, and I'm pretty sure the WiiWare store is just straight out of business. Wait, how does that work? Because if isn't the WiiWare store out of business, you can't even access it on the Nintendo DS. So this game is just straight up lying to me. What a dick. Okay, we're giving Line here one more shot. So MaBoShi's 3-shape arcade. What like a random oh, damn it. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. No, we'll do it one more time. But what like a random hodgepodge of games. I definitely sort of feel like the pinball influence in the first 2 games. Like Circle and Line totally feel like physics games. But like Square is like in a league of its own, just has like nothing to do with physics. It's interesting, like it's not a bad thing. It's not like Square is not a fun game. But like these definitely feel like, they definitely feel like casual games! Oh my God, to me. When this game was created, the creator was asked, who is this game for? Is it for like hardcore fans, or is it for casual gamers? And he said it's a game for everyone. Now, I actually take issue with that because, I mean, yes, you know, sometimes the difference or the distinction between hardcore and casual gamers is overblown. And I think that games are games, and if you like a video game, who cares what its designation is or yours? But at the same time, you know, people who are like really into games that you would consider hardcore, I don't know if they're necessary. You know, this would be like a fun game for them to play like as a break. But I don't know, like, if you're really interested in playing, like, some Halo or Civilization or, like, Fallout, then, like, this game's not gonna, like, tickle your fancy, so. I like how we are getting helped by the other computer players, though. Man, this game is, like, it is totally unique and bizarre, but it has some, like, really neat ideas in here. I almost feel like it'd be cool if there were more games just played in parallel, so it's like they technically were, like, this weird kind of co-op hybrid of... yes, it's single player, but you're playing in parallel with people who can actually help you. It's kind of neat. Like, maybe that's an idea for, like, a new indie game. So it's like, if any would-be developers out there, damn it. You know, you could give that a shot to have, like, parallel co-op. Definitely the Circle's the easiest. I mean, like, Circle, I got to, like, level 15. I was barely paying attention in Circle. I can't get past, like, level 3 in Stick or Square. I think Square I could do better. Whoa, look how fast the computer's going in Square. What? And the bomb is useful? You said watch out for the bomb. You lie, computer. What the hell is this? Some tip, some helpful tip. You just wanted to... Look how fast the computer's going. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god, that's level 4? Are you joking? What the hell? No, I was going like a snail's pace. Holy crap. Well, I feel like we've seen this game. You know, it's one of the games in the book, 1,001 Video Games You Must Play Before You Die. And I definitely feel like as far as casual games go, like I was oddly surprised by this one. Oh, and the computer just died. See, look, even the computer, which was doing amazing, way better than I ever could, died. So as far as casual games go, like I'm pleasantly surprised by this one. This one has some really, really unique, interesting mechanics, and I say that in a completely positive way. As far as this being a game that I think you must play, I think that this would be a fun game to play with a couple of friends. I think definitely, you know, in terms of thinking like, you know, is it more fun to play with friends or whatever when you're playing co-op? There's some games that I kind of like playing by myself, because having a friend, you know, like back in the day, having a second player in Contra, or like Battletoads was definitely a hindrance. Battletoads was such a real fun 3 levels of a video game. And the rest of the game was just freaking brutal, no one ever saw it. But having extra players sometimes is a hindrance. This is one case where like there's absolutely no downside to having another player, so much so that they make the computer play with you if no one wants to play, if you don't have any friends. So, yeah, I could see this game being a fun game to try out with friends if you're looking for something a little different. But I don't know if I would go out of my way to play it. But, I mean, definitely, I like this. I like all the games. All the games are fun. I think my favorite was the circle and then the square. I think line's probably my least favorite, but they're all, like, interesting in their own way. So anyway, kind of a mixed signal I'm sending you guys. You know, should you play this before you die? I wouldn't go out of my way to play it, but I also wouldn't shake a stick at you if you decided to play it. So there's my completely ambiguous recommendation. What do you guys think? Do you have a more definitive opinion about this game than I do? Is this a game that you know how to play and you've got some hot tips that you could share with us? Or is this a game that you've never heard of before, and after watching my video here, I've kind of piqued your curiosity? Whatever the case may be, let me know in the comments down below. I love hearing from you guys about video games. And in the meantime, hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, remember to like it, remember to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon to enter another world of other shapes and colors, to experience other things that in other games in other ways. So basically, this is a long-winded way of me saying next time we're going to play another video game. So until then, guys, you take care of yourselves, and peace. I will say that this game feels a little incomplete, in that I really wonder what the life of a triangle is like now. Like you got the big 3 represented, you know, line, circle, rectangle, line, circle, square. Where the hell's the triangle, man? The triangle didn't make the cut. Give me a break. Triangle's everyone's favorite shape. Everybody knows that. Just show me what they're up to. I just want to know. You know, I understand the life of a square and a circle now, but like the triangle's a complete mystery. Although maybe it's the mystery that keeps us all liking the triangle so much. I mean, I guess I never thought of that. When I say it out loud, it kind of sounds too obvious. Oh, son of a bitch.